I stumbled across this meme recently. It shows a picture of all of these multi-$100 million yachts in Monaco, gathered for the F1 event there. And somebody posted it and said, and you think that $10,000 per month is impossible. And then somebody responded to that and said, you cannot achieve this by locking in, man. And what's hilarious about it is I used to be the guy that's responding to the photo, the guy that's saying, you can't achieve this by locking in, man. When people would tell me, hey, I made $100,000 from online fitness coaching last month, I was like, no, you didn't. That's not possible, man. Like, are you dealing drugs? What are you doing? There's no way that you made that money as a personal trainer who decided, oh, I'm going to start an online fitness coaching business. You couldn't have told me that it was possible. And yet last month, my business did $110,000. Last year, my business did $1 million in 2025, my online personal training fitness coaching business. And it all started with me dropping out of college to get some stupid certification. But you legitimately couldn't have even told me that it was possible. And I think so many people on YouTube nowadays are just obsessed with watching content that's based around becoming successful and making money. They're like, oh, how do I scale my business? Oh, how am I going to go about doing this and doing that? Dude, you haven't even hit $10,000 a month yet. What are you doing thinking about how are you going to scale your business to $1 million a month? Why are you watching so many of these videos, like the Alex Hormozy videos, all of these gurus that are giving you information that is not even applicable to the current situation that you are in? Like, if you are watching this, you probably haven't even hit $10,000 per month yet. $10,000 per month is probably this lofty goal. And you're not even sure if it's something that's possible for you yet with the vehicle that you might have chosen. A lot of people have a lot of doubts. Going from $0 to $10,000 a month, incredibly difficult. You have to shatter so many different beliefs. But when $10,000 enters your account, in the span of 30 days, it really does open up this realm for you to see just what is truly possible if you continue to put your mind to it. But you're not going to go from $0 to $10,000 by watching all of these videos of how people scaled to $1 million a month. You're just sitting there masturbating, thinking about all of the big things that you could do in the future. And this is where most people get stuck. This is where most people spend their entire lives. They spend their lives wanting to be an entrepreneur instead of actually stepping into it and becoming an entrepreneur. And I'm going to tell you what, man, it doesn't start with making $100,000 a month. It starts with a slow grind trying to get to $10,000 per month. Most people never even make it to $10,000 per month. Most fitness coaches, 80 to 90% of them quit within 1 to 2 years. You think that they would quit if they were making $10,000 a month from something that they were passionate about? No. It's because they haven't even seen the results of their hard work, because they haven't even gotten to that point yet. So what I'm trying to say is that it's so important to identify the limiting beliefs that you have and the imposter syndrome that you are actually dealing with. Shine a light on it and focus on it. You have to be able to scare it away actively, or it is going to haunt you. It's going to sit in the back of your mind, and you're not going to realize that it's going to sabotage everything. Because every single time you go to put in work, you have to believe that what you're actually going to achieve is possible and that you are worthy of being able to make a lot of money, or you are going to undermine all of the work that you are doing. Trust me, because your mind wants an out. Your mind wants to be able to escape. It wants to not put in that extra bit of work at the end of the day when you only have 2 hours left and you're trying to decide whether or not you should film a YouTube video or you should watch a television show. Because if you actually have that limiting belief in the back of your mind that $10,000 per month isn't even possible, then you're not going to go and do that extra work. That's why people lack the motivation. So many people lack the motivation because they don't realize that they themselves still haven't accepted the fact that it's even possible, that they themselves could live an awesome life, that they themselves are worthy to make a lot of money if they put the work in. You look back at this meme, once again, most people look at yachts and they say, you cannot achieve this by locking in man. How funny is that? So many people stay at the bottom. The majority of people stay at the bottom of the fucking barrel, because they look at nice things, even just numbers on a screen, $10,000 per month, $100,000 per month, $1 million per month, and they say, that's not for me. I can't achieve that by locking in. I challenge you. Go look at the statistics for millionaires in the United States. What percentage of millionaires in the United States are self-made? Because a lot of people think that the majority of millionaires are just given money by mommy and daddy. But I genuinely want you to go look it up. How many of the millionaires in the United States, what percentage, are self-made millionaires? Genuinely, I want you to go figure that out for yourself, because it's going to shock you. 75 to 88% of them were not given money by mommy and daddy. They built something of their own. And back in the day, when I was a bagger boy at a grocery store making $8 an hour, I thought that being a millionaire was completely impossible. I'm like, that's never going to happen. My cars that I have parked out right now in the driveway, my Hellcat Red Eye, my TRX truck, I never thought that I would ever be able to afford a car that expensive. I never thought that I would be able to have the luxury of owning a car that's so fast that you can't even drive it properly on roads. It's like illegal to drive it how it's built to be driven. It's insane. And I had to break those limiting beliefs. It was the most difficult, going from $0 to $10,000 per month. And yet so many people fixate on like what is so far beyond that. Why are you focusing on what is so much further down the road when you can't even take the leap to like quit your job yet? You can't even take the leap to spend the extra 2 hours of your evening filming your YouTube video that you're supposed to make, or making content for behind the paywall, or, reaching out to people inside of the DMs to see if they're interested in your service. You can't even take the 2 hours out of the day to focus on those things. And yet you're thinking about, how am I going to make all this money in the future? No wonder you're not successful. No wonder you still have these limiting beliefs. You haven't started with like the base grassroots and realized, hey, if I want to go out and accomplish something, I can accomplish something so much greater than I realize. I look at those yachts and I think, yeah, there's no way I'm going to get there. But the truth is, I've done crazier things. The crazier thing for me was becoming a millionaire in my early 20s from personal training, from online fitness coaching. That was, in my mind, just as impossible as getting a $100 million yacht when I first started out. So I had to take baby steps. I had to prove to myself, when nobody else was watching, that I thought that I was worth it. And this is something that goes on inside of your mind every single day as an entrepreneur. You have to wake up and you have to chip away at that imposter syndrome and say, hey, if I want something, I can go out and I can achieve it. I genuinely can. And once you start breaking those beliefs, you find out what's truly possible. Like I said, never thought getting my NASM certification would eventually have me making more money than like some of the best surgeons in the United States at my age. I never thought that before. I'm making more money than a doctor. I dropped out of school. My parents were worried that I was going to be a bum. I didn't even end up getting my degree. I was like, you know what? I'm going to send this fitness thing. Everybody still wants a backup. They're like, oh, but I'll get the degree because of this reason. The degree is probably useless, my friend. I'm just going to be straight up with you. Like, if you want to be a personal trainer, there is absolutely no reason to spend 4 years of your time and tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars of your money on a degree. You're just simply giving yourself an out. You're simply letting your imposter syndrome and your lack of confidence manifest. And so get rid of that and focus on the content that actually like builds you up to get you where you actually want to be right now. Empire Blueprint is where we help fitness coaches break all those limiting beliefs. It's the hardest part of entrepreneurship, is getting from $0 to $10,000 a month. It is. It genuinely is. And I see all these other people out there that use these crazy testimonials. You know, we have guys inside of Empire Blueprint that are doing $50,000, $20,000 a month. But I don't market those people as much because people love it when they see like this big number. They're like, oh, like, look, I helped John hit $50,000 in a month. That's cool. But the people that you're marketing to will look at that and they'll think, oh, that's awesome. You're like a better coach because you were able to scale somebody from like $10,000 to $20,000 a month to $50,000 per month. No, 0 to 10K is the hardest because you are literally just running through wall after wall after wall of self-doubt, lacking self-belief, lacking confidence, not thinking that it's possible, and establishing the base level skills that are going to allow you to make money the rest of your life, no matter what avenue you choose to take, no matter what vehicle you decide is best. The sales skills, the marketing skills, everything that you learn inside of Empire Blueprint will help you make more money no matter what you do the rest of your entire life. And so if you need a community that's based around helping you with that, if you're trying to go from 0 to 10K, you need to learn how to close high ticket, how to sell high ticket, how to build high ticket. You need to learn the marketing systems. You need to learn how to actually set up your business in a way that's going to allow it to thrive. Then apply down below if you're interested in joining. Because the truth is, unlike the meme that I showed at the very beginning, you can achieve incredible things, much greater than you ever thought possible, if you do lock in. Don't doubt yourself, my friends. I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace.